Well, good day, folks, and welcome to Noel's Garden Tractors and Firewood. And today is Sunday, again, that quick, and today is December 15th. So if you don't have your Christmas shopping done, you better get at it. I don't do too much Christmas shopping, so I'm all right. So, yeah, I guess it's only, 10 days or so, I guess, to Christmas Day. So there we go. So today is going to be the Sunday afternoon fireside chat. And it's hard to say how long it will be today, but it's usually longer than what I think it's going to be. So, anyway, next week's chats will be maybe done in the morning or on Saturday or Monday, or it's just hard to say what is going to go on next week on Sunday. My son and grandson and son-in-law are coming in for the Christmas get-together on Sunday afternoon, so got to be around for that. And of course, depends on the weather and all that kind of stuff. Son-in-law drives snowplow, so if it's any kind of weather out at all, he'll be gone doing that. So might just be the grandsons and the daughter. But anyway, we'll see, I guess. And the poor grandson, holy cats, are sick. Oh, I don't think they can go about 2 weeks without being sick. So that's another thing. If they're sick, then they probably won't be in either. So anyway, they have a hard old go of that. Like I say, it's 2 weeks. I don't think they can get 2 weeks in without being sick. The both of them at the same time. Anyway, they're at the daycares in the daytime, so I guess that's probably where it's all stemming from. Anyway, I already done a clip like this, and of course there's no sound. So I had to do it all over again, and of course I'm probably not saying the same things that I said before, and that's the way it is. So anyway, we'll get you turned around here in a minute. We'll have a look at the weather. So there we go. We got a nice looking day outside today, nice and sunny, no clouds, and it has no wind to speak of really, and no snow and no rain. Pretty good day, other than it being -3, I think. So not a bad day all in all. The fellow across the street there is getting his fence fixed up there. He's been working at that off and on all week, and I guess he doesn't want people peering in. I guess I don't know. I don't blame him. All right, we'll get around here and have a look at the weather. So we are at -3 Celsius and 27 degrees Fahrenheit. Wind is west at 8 miles an hour, so that's not too bad. And what do we got here? Today is supposed to be mainly sunny and -3, which it is. Tomorrow 0 and sunny, so that's going to be a good day. Tuesday we got another January thaw and showers. And then Wednesday is kind of still warm, it's sun and cloud. And then look at that. Thursday +3, but periods of snow or rain. And December 20th, that's the wife's last day of work. She's retiring on the 20th of December. That's the end of that. So there you go. And we have a chance of flurries, and then Saturday is -4 and flurries. So not too bad a week. On another website that I look at sometimes, they're saying a little bit more snow on Saturday and Sunday, so that's hard to say. That all can change by then, that's for sure, for the better or the worse. So anyway, that's the way it is. We've been pretty lucky up until now. No major snowstorms, which we could have had years ago. We could have 2 feet of snow on the ground at this time. But this seems kind of strange the last few years. It just doesn't seem to be as much snow through November and December anymore, which is good. But the good thing about the snow, and that's the only good thing, is if you get it packed up around your house, it kind of makes it a lot warmer. It insulates the wind from coming in, that's for sure. I know in here yesterday afternoon I got the fire going. I had an awful job trying to get the garage heated up. But it's not too bad today. But if I get a northeast wind, that's straight on the main door here, so that makes it hard to heat because the northeast wind is blowing through the garage and out the back, and you cannot push heat northward. If you're going to build something and have a house or a garage or something, that's always best to have the heating source up in the north end of the building, because it's easier for the heat to travel from north to south. Going the other way, it makes it hard for the heat to travel towards the north. So, what went on this week? Well, there's not a whole lot. Well, a bit, I guess. But there's our wood pile. We're down to about half a row, and we're in the middle of December. So we'll see how that fares out at the end of December, where it's at. There. And then that's the January row, and the next row is the February row. Anyway, yeah. And we got our lanterns going here today. We cleaned the glass on that one and reset the wick on it a little bit. And she's still just a little too high here. You operate kerosene lamps. Anybody that does, they know anyway. But, when you light them, they burn nice. But once they start to get hot and get the heat into the glass and stuff, then they tend to want to possibly soot. That's the what do you call it? The flame. It's not getting enough oxygen to burn properly and can soot. So you have to turn them down a bit once they get warm, as they warm up. You can't see that through the camera, I guess, but look at that. Anyway, that one there kind of got cleaned up and got the glass cleaned, and that was great to figure out how to do that. And hopefully I'm going to get a couple of new bulbs for it. That one's all cracked, but I guess it doesn't really make any difference. But anyway, that's that. So I don't know what's on your guys' or girls, or I should say guys' Christmas list, wish. It could be the other way too, I guess. But anyway, I wouldn't mind a couple of those. Oh dear. So, what else? I guess. Well, I don't know. I'm doing a little bit of Christmas presents here, I guess. So I'm started that this week. I got my son's done. So these grocery bags here that my son they get all their groceries at Walmart and get them all delivered to them. So when they get delivered, they come in these bags, paper bags. So I thought, well, that'd be a good thing for me to use for Christmas packaging. So I just put a few things in and left old dirty rags and felt they're clean, but they're just to annoy the people. And I filled it up with rags and I put a present in, and then I filled it up with rags and I put another present in, and then I filled it up with rags and put another present in. Now, they're not too big a presents, just little things. That's what I've been doing for quite a few years now. Anyway, so I'm starting to ramble and babble already, so there you go. Yeah, we had quite a goings on with this week. If any of you've seen that or not, but there is a video out of me putting that back together. And all I did was put bearings in this center one here. So there's two bearings and then the pulleys. It's not too bad to do really if it comes apart and not rusty. But if anybody has one of these case decks and you're putting bearings in it, there is a coupling that sits in between the two bearings. There's a bearing up at the top in here. And there's a bearing right there. In between these two bearings is a coupling. And something I never thought would happen was I figured, and I had it figured out that I should have put this in first, or I should say the spindle. So what I should have done was put the bearing in, put the spindle in, put the coupling in from the other side, then put the bearing in out on the top. But me thinking that it might be hard to put the bearing in with the spindle sticking out, I should have, and I could have just did that and then just pulled the spindle back so it would be out of the way. Anyway, I decided, my wily coyote super genius mind decided that I'd put this bearing in and then I would put the coupling in from the other side and then I would put the bearing in from that side. Well, didn't the bearing or the coupling should be like this, didn't it somehow get turned like that in there? Now you wouldn't think there'd be enough room in there for that to do that, but it did. So I had quite a goings on trying to get that apart. No way to pound out either way because the bearing or the coupling was in the way. So I ended up having and I don't have a very huge selection of pullers or anything like that. I don't have that kind of stuff. So anyway, I ended up making a puller and I got the bearing back out. And of course, then it was easy to put everything back together. So that was good. Then this pulley here is the same as what's in underneath this pulley. So when I was putting this together, didn't I break off one of those in there? So there you go now. Another couple hours trying to get that fixed up. This all should have been about a half an hour job to put back together. But anyway, boys oh boys, I got myself into a couple of dillies that time or that day. Anyway, it's fixed and it's done, so that's good. I got it figured out. So. And what else happened this week? Oh, I had the MF12 out. 12 doesn't get out too much anymore. None of them seem to get out too much anymore for doing anything. So I had this one out. And a tree fell down up by the wife's car up there and just missed it. But it was, it was just a small little tree. It wouldn't have done anything anyway. Might have scratched it maybe, I don't know. Anyway, it fell down right in the driveway right beside the car there. So we could have got that cut up and used the Saker mini electric chainsaw. My goodness, that thing is great for doing that kind of work. Yeah, great little tool, that little chainsaw. So anyway, the chainsaw and the MF12 did the job. So I guess I might have got a bucket, half to 3/4 of a bucket of wood out of it. So it's all mountain ash, so it's a hardwood, but it'll take a good year more before it's ready to use. But it's outside with the other pile out beside the barn there. So that's that. I don't know what else to tell you. There's some nice channels that I follow. Oh, poor Gator. Gator hit a. We all seem to have our mishaps in our garages, so Gator had one there on his compressor. So you should go and watch that one. That's just as easy as that. How stuff like that happens, just as quick. Yeah, he's lucky he got her fixed up anyway. Yeah, you should go and watch that on Gator's channel there. That's his last video that was out this week, I think. Now the fire's almost going down here. Look at that. I just threw a bunch of wood in there. Anyway, let's set you up here somewhere and I'll get some more wood. Yeah, this spot works today, maybe. There now. That's not a bad spot. All right, I'm going to get some wood here. So I was looking out the door here a little while ago, and there was a huge John Deere tractor going with a set of forks on the front of it, and it was just a moving her. Holy cats! And the cars were trying to pass it, and they could hardly get by. Jump, the thing was going fast. It'd have to be doing 70 kilometers an hour or more. I don't know. It was going so fast I couldn't tell what model it was. It was moving. So we'll let that get going there. So sometimes that's why I have this little thing in here, if you can see that. If I don't have that there, it smokes, and you can see it smoking there a bit. And so I have to kind of keep it closed for it. Once it gets going, it's not too bad. But if I don't have that there, it'll smoke all the time. So it's only 6-inch pipe, so it's not enough draft for the size of opening a door. You got to have more draft than opening, basically, to make it a vacuum. Once it gets going, it's all right. Still smoking. Oh well, smokes a little bit, don't matter. The wood in the house is not so bad out here. Yeah, so we got our, our lanterns fixed up there. It's gonna be nice to get a new glass, maybe, for that. I don't know. I guess if I go to clean it again, it'll probably break apart. I did have to glue the glass back together. One piece fell out of it while I was trying to clean it, so I put a little bit of my famous goop on it. Gator won't agree with me, I don't think. That's my famous glue. Oh dear. We all have our things, don't we? Yeah, so Christmas gifts, I got another one done there too. It's hanging up there. It's from my sister-in-law. So I gotta do, I just get gift cards and things like that. Anyway, I don't go too crazy. There's no stores to go to anyway. All the old stores that I used to go to downtown, basically they're all gone. I always used to kind of go for my Christmas walk, I called it, just to go around the stores and look and stuff. And yeah, it's not the same anymore. So those are gone. Zeller's is gone, and Eaton's is gone, and other Holman's department store is gone. And that's just the way it is. So I don't do that anymore. The other thing I used to like listening to, and I don't think it's on anymore, it's on the radio station. They had what they called Santa calls, and they would call in at 6 o'clock. The kids, they'd call in to Santa. And they had a fellow there. Boy, he just sounded like a Santa Claus. For years he did that. Of course, he stopped. But it was funny listening to the kids. I remember one of them wanted the PlayStation 1, I guess. I guess that's what was out at the time. And that was all that was out. There might have been PlayStation 2. I'm not sure. Anyway, this young fellow, he wanted PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 and a PlayStation 3 and a PlayStation 4 and a PlayStation 5. That's what he wanted. Yeah, I always got a kick out of listening to that, but I don't know if it's on anymore or not. But anyway, that fellow that used to be on it is not there anymore. They had a fellow on afterwards. He just did a terrible job of it, and I guess that's probably why I stopped listening. Anyway, so that's about what's going on here. I don't know if I get anything else for you or not. I got no script or anything wrote down. It's just all whatever comes into my head. I guess at this time, I say, and some things I guess I might not should be saying. I guess, but anyway, it's oh no, I was over to my son's place yesterday, so I got my truck into the garage finally, and we got the winter tires on, and I adjusted my rear brakes, and I greased up the drive shafts and front end, and he changed the oil and filter, and had to replace a radiator uh, hose clamp. Just a little drip coming off the bottom rad hose there, and it was one of them spring type hose clamps. It broke right in half, and it had been broke for quite some time. You could tell by the look of it where it was broke. I was thinking to myself, well, what's making break? It's just sitting there, it doesn't do nothing. It's got tension on it, I guess, but it's not like there's any vibration really or anything. But anyway, broke, so got a new clamp on that, so that'll fix that up. And our old truck, she's going bad underneath. Frame is good yet, but the boxes, bottom of the doors, and oh boy, it's going to be a sad day when that truck goes, and that might be within the next year. That was a great vehicle. I really enjoy it. Um, that's the way it is. I've had that truck, I guess, now this month. I guess 13, no, 14 years. Yeah, 14 years I've had that truck. Oh boy, it's been a dandy. Ford Ranger, 2005. I was the second owner. When I bought it, there was 47,000 kilometers on it. It's 235 on it now. It's been a great truck. Oh boy. Four-wheel drive. It's one of those, I don't know, one of those high-end optioned trucks that's got the different seats in it and the different dash, and it's got 410 differential gears instead of the standard 373s. It's a level 2 package, they call it, which meant it was a little higher than a standard four-wheel drive Ranger, sit up an inch or two higher or something. But as I don't know if I'm going to say this right or not, as a torsion rear end gear set instead of a Ford gear set in it. Supposed to be better, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, it was kind of meant for an off-road kind of a vehicle. It's got skid plates underneath it and things like that. And different type of shocks on it too. So, yeah. Anyway, it was a dandy old truck. But anyway, she's getting to the end of her time. It's kind of like myself. Anyway, now speaking of that, we not a very fun thing to be talking about or doing, I guess, but we ended up buying our burial plots there this week too. I haven't quite finished that yet. I gotta go and see the fellow this week and give him the payment, and then we have to find the fellow that looks after the graveyard so we can pick our spots and stuff. So yeah, don't like that, but anyway. I doubt if I'll be in there too soon. I got nothing wrong with me, so but could be dead tomorrow with a heart attack. So how would you know? So anyway, um, yeah, fun stuff. Oh dear. I guess that's probably all I did this week. I might have some other things. Oh yeah, that's the other thing I got to show you. This video is going to be a longer one. I guess I thought it was going to be shorter. I had a bunch of cans here, the WD-40 cans. And I might have mentioned this last week, but anyway. So they were all no pressure in them. So I drilled holes in them. I drilled a hole there, and I drilled a hole over on this side, and I drained them all out, and I put them into that. So no sense wasting the stuff. So anyway, I can use it. I don't use too much of that stuff anyway, but the odd time. There's another one there, Motorcraft. Anyway, that's another thing done. So yeah, I don't throw stuff out. That's the trouble, and you can see that I don't throw stuff out. I keep everything pretty well. Oh yeah, don't be looking at those, they're bad for you. Yeah, keep everything. Look at the junk down there, holy cats. But you know, it's the strangest thing, every now and again, I'm doing something, or if something is broke or something, I go down in there, or I go in behind in there, or something, and pick out something that I need to make something, or whatever. It's kind of like this puller that I made. Just old junk that I had here. Worked great. Did the trick anyway. This I have no idea where this came from, but there was two of them over in the bin over there. So I just made that up, and then all I did was put this in the center of the bearing, and then kind of knock it over like that to catch the edge of the right of the bearing, and turn the nut in, and out come the bearing. So that worked pretty good. That's my Wile E. Coyote super genius for the week. Oh dear, I'm getting kind of foolish I think here today, so I better get her shut down here before I go more foolish. So we'll do the stickers here today. Now I don't have something I forgot to do is put up the studio light. Oh, where did all my chairs go? So looking at these channels, it's kind of my channel's just a little tiny channel. I've only got 700 and 710 subscribers, I think. It was 712, and then I lost two, then I gained one, then I lost one, and kind of funny how it goes. Anyway, that's these channels up here. All right, well, there you go. It's just one of them times and weeks, I guess. So the camera shut off because it was at its limit. So then I restarted and did the finish of the chat, and of course I didn't press play. Oh dear. So anyway, I missed all that, so now I gotta go back and do the stickers again. Oh boy, oh boy. So I don't know what I had said when I first did this. I'll try and go over it again. Oh dear. Anyway, these are the channels that I watch, and I watch other channels, and I just don't have stickers from them, I guess. But one channel I like to watch is Mike at KNL Firewood. He's got a great channel there. And Heath and Rachel, Hard Working Man, that's another good channel. And there's lots of other ones that I watch that I just don't have stickers from. But I do watch these ones here. And it's hard to keep up with watching all the channels, that's for sure. Anyway, what do we got here? We have Grampy's Workshop. Mike was out with his nice Massey Ferguson tractor plowing snow there the other day, so that's a good video to go have a look at. And we have Orange is my new green, Luke. Haven't seen anything from Luke lately, so I don't know what's going on there. And then we have Murphy Mowers. He was splitting some wood there this week and ended up with a bunch of termites, I think, in the wood. So they went into the fire. Good place for them. Len's keeping busy. Len should have, I think, I don't know, but I think he should have a video coming out soon on his build, and it would be a Christmas theme, I would think, on it. We'll have to wait and see. And we have Garden Tractor Boy. And I watched that video yesterday. They were working on an engine on one of the tractors there, figuring out what they were going to do. They were going to replace the engine, I guess, so they had to take some things off of one engine and put it on another. And very good, very detailed explanations there on what they do. Yeah, they're good at that, that's for sure. And we have backyard, in the backyard with Dale, and then we have Lola Bob, Garden Tractor Boy again, Mr. Gary at the old church, 5-acre homestead, and then we have Kenny at Open Air Adventure. I'm not sure if there was a video this week or not. Might have been. He was out cutting wood with Winston there, I think, maybe. And Dave, RCAF Polar Express. Dave was putting the chains on his little tractor there today. And the chains he was using, I think, are those V chains, which I call ice chains. And holy cats, all 4 wheels with them kind of chains on, she'll have lots of traction. Maintenance with Mike. He was doing something, I think he was doing a service on his Kubota tractor. I haven't seen that yet, but I will. Brock at Lewis Mowers and Boats. And retired for life. Brian's been at, I haven't been watching any of Brian's, I guess, lately. But, he's out. He's building something out in the woods anyway, from what I know, and he's got some trail camera videos also. And we have Rick and Donita at Rick's Outdoors. Busy people there, all kinds of wood coming in. And they got an awful lot of wood to split. Yeah, nice people. And this fella here, he's kind of, you just never know with him, so. And Rick at Twin Brook Acres. I kind of think Rick might have a video soon about his ditch digging there. He was in the woods with the nice Massey Ferguson tractor and the backhoe digging the ditch because he's got water trouble there. And then we have Craig, Everyday Projects. And then we have Artie, Gravely Man Small Engine Repair. He's the fellow to talk to if you need information on 2-wheel Gravely tractors. Outdoors in the 608, Jeremiah was splitting some pine up there today. Nice job on that, Jeremiah. Tucker and I out and about. They were out and about in the hot tent this past week, getting it set up for an overnight stay soon. That's quite a system they got there. They've got her up on high and dry this year. I don't think they'll get flooded out or froze in this year by the look of where they're at. Then we have Brian and Holly. There's another sailboat video on today, and I haven't seen that yet. Big Sons was working hard this week. He was doing leaf cleaning, leaf jobs. So still at it there, Big Sons. So that's great. Working hard, that's for sure. And we have Allen Family Firewood. Phil was cutting up some rounds there, and he got into what was an oak pile that he was cutting up. I think it might have been. Anyway, he ended up finishing the pile, and then he got back into the wood, great big wood that was there for quite a while. And this wood was apparently the same wood that he was trying to get cut up when he cut his thumb off. So this wood has got bad memories for him. And then the log father, good one there today, doing some sawmilling. And he's going to have a little video in January, I guess, on how the businesses work and how everything went along for the year, and so we'd be on the milling business and on the firewood business and on the YouTube business. So that's going to be an interesting video when that comes out. And we have Darrell Wells, different stuff. Father and Son Outdoors. John Bradley's on Catbird Hill. Gators World, like I had mentioned a little bit earlier, you should go and watch his video. I think I have troubles with my garage. Well, he had some trouble too, so his compressor down on the ground, so we had to get that fixed up. And then we have Ross on the land, and he was doing some snow clearing, and he had said that he's already cleared snow 3 times this year. Last year, he only cleared 9 times for the whole season, so Ross might be in for a bunch of snow this year. Larry Cluck is burning some brush. Alan at Club Door, he was cutting up some big wood there too in the snow. He says he's got about 10 inches of snow there. And I don't have any. Not that I want it, so that's fine. That's all right. You can keep it down. All right, so I think that's about it. Oh yes, well, I can't forget this one. Oh, look at that. Tractor Talk with Gary. Gary was into cutting wood too here this week and showing this tractor and his Kubota and his Ford and the other John Deere with the cab. I think it's a 2520 or a 2025. I can't remember now the number. Anyway, 1970. It's the same year as my garden tractor here, 1970. Yeah, so then he was showing some of his chainsaws and the chainsaw holders and that he has on the tractors and some of the tools that he uses and some of the wagons he hauls the firewood with. And so good video there this week. So a nice sticker list. Holy cats is big. That sticker's got to be, I'd say, 9 to 10 inches long. Maybe even more than that. Yeah, that's a big sticker. Anyway, we have the Gary approved smoke that I put on there just for fun. Anyhow, all right, so I don't know if I said it or not, but anyway, I already did this section of clip, and I guess somehow I didn't restart the, oh dear. Anyway, the camera shut off, and then I thought I restarted it to do the next part of the video, and I guess I didn't, so that's the way it goes. So hopefully you follow along to the end. I know it's a long one, and hopefully, I guess. Anyway, thanks for watching if you do come to the end of it, and thanks for watching if you only watch part of it. That's great. And thanks to the new subscribers. And like I say, I got about 10 or 15 there this past week, I think, or a week and a half. It's kind of funny how that goes, you know. Most of the videos on wood channels get lots of views, and that one video that I had where I showed the truck coming in with a load of wood, unloading the 8 cords of wood to me. That video has gotten, I think it's over 4,100 views already. And my Sunday chats only average about 100. Oh dear, some people like some things and some people don't like some things, and that's just the way that goes. So anyway, I'm rambling and bambling again, I guess. So we'll leave us at that, I guess, and we'll chat through the week maybe. I don't know if I'll have any exciting videos this week or not. We'll see what happens. All right, have a great day wherever you're at and whatever you're doing.